Thanks for tuning into the channel, and today we're on another adventure. We're down in Glen-Shiel and we're heading for the 7 Munros on the south side. I hope you enjoy this wee video and thanks for tuning in. So after a good half hour on the bike, we end up here, just near the Glen-Shiel Battle monument area. So there's a wee view to the saddle area. We basically cross at this wee bridge here and follow the track round the side here and up the glen. Corrie now, but just look at that big waterfall there, eh? Beautiful. And this is the rocky section of our first Munro. I'm contemplating whether to go up that side, or there is a wee bit of a path here. I think I came down that way the last time, up to the slabs there and follow that there and then traverse left and up onto the summit. Well, that area, that's definitely the safer route. There's a wee view back down our route there. Follow the river all the way down to the A87 there. All the way down to the road there. The Glen-Shiel monument's down there. And all the way up the Brothers Ridge. And a wee view across our route to come. Number 1. That's the forking ridge over there, Sgurr-An-Lochain there, and that the demoted Corbett. The real summit's over there, Benviewdy there. And Sgurr-An-Doire-Leathain, Maol-Chinn-Dearg, and then the ridge that we're going along in a minute, well, for a few hours anyway, that's extending right up to Loch Cluanie in the distance. And this side, the north side ridge, is capped with cloud. That's where we're going next.
Music.
So that's the first of the 7 Munro summits up there. we're just leaving it behind and heading across to Munro number 2 now. It's a fair wee jaunt. We drop about 100 and then start to ascend about 200. But this is west to east rather than east to west, and we'll see how we get on. That's the route ahead. Meander down to the wee wall and then up and over and then on to summit number 2. Beautiful scenery today as well, eh? Clouds are lifted nicely. When I left the car park at Cluanie Lodge, there were 2 guys jogging. That looks like the 2 of them on top of the summit up there. Sgurr-An-Lochain. So that's us on the top of our second Munro today, Sgurr-An-Lochain, and there's Creag-Na-Damh way back there, and Maol-Chinn-Dearg way down there, the Sky Bridge, and over to the north Cluanie-Ridge. And I don't know if you can see, but that's the Cluanie-Inn away down there. That's where we finish, but we've got a small matter of this summit there, and round the back there, and then off at the back, and then along the side of the Loch Cluanie back to the hotel. There's a nice wee view back to the saddle and the Forkin Ridge, Sgurr-An-Lochain over there, and some beautiful hills there. It could be Looney-Bin there, or Larvain, and Neudart area there, and Barrisdale, spinning round here, and Loch there. And our destination there. Sgurr-An-Lochain there, down that ridge, up this here, a wee spur out to the summit, then we'll go back in and descend that ridge and up onto the summit of Munro number 4, then a wee bit of scrambling across to 5, 6, 7 and down the loch. just wandering along the ridge here, and there's Lochain and a wee bridge over it there that takes you down into Knoydart area. But I just noticed that looks like an aeroplane down there. Small one, a wee Cessna or something. A wee tiny runway. The next objective. Time to set sail now. Still a bit wet and damp for the drone, so I'll not put it up. Beautiful view. You can see down there the Cluanie-Inn, the finish point there. That's a descent route on the grassy plain there, all the way along the cliff edge and up to the second last Munro, then out to the outlier, over the back, and a military road all the way back to the Cluanie-Inn. Another wee descent in the final pull up to the penultimate Munro for today. Number 6 and number 7 over there. 6 and a wee spin around all the way down the glen there where we started. First and the second Munro's away down there, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. When we come off this hill here, we've got to catch that track and follow it all the way back, down past the lodge and then down to Cluanie-Inn itself. Time to go and get the last one now. There was a wee rocky section there, a wee scrambly section up there. I was thinking of lying down on it and getting a thumb card for my YouTube video to bump it up. Put a bit of drama in it. There's enough people doing that on that. Anyway, that's us on the descent and heading across to the final Munro now. And the weather's actually picked up a bit, so it's not as groggy and dank as it was earlier on there in the midsection. So we're just plodding on now to get this last one done. So if you look down there where my fingers are, there's a bend in the track. That's our path on the way back out, and it takes us down past the Cluanie Lodge and then it's right round to the Cluanie-Inn itself. Now you can see the Cluanie-Inn down there itself. Wee bit to go yet. So that's our track home. That's our route we've just travelled. And that's the Munros on the Lochain side. Time to go, rain's coming in. Want to get off quite quickly and down to the military road and get going. This is a short, sharp descent route, and there's a well-worn path all the way down. Seems an appropriate place to have a wee seat to finish the video, eh? Just at the head of Loch Cluanie there. And it's now gone 5, so that's taking me 10 hours to here. And I've still got to go back to the lodge, get a car. I've been faffing about on each summit 10-15 minutes, so it could probably have been a bit quicker. But the purpose of the day was to get back out in the hills and get a bit of a stretch of the legs and a wee bit of de-stress and decompression, as they say. I've certainly done that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and you get to see some nice footage and maybe inspire you to go up at one or two of the hills here, if not them all. And you get the weather. Hope you're all keeping well, folks, and I'll catch up with you next time, eh? All the best. Cheers.